Hi, this is Pastor Larry, and I just want to bring a word of encouragement to you. You know, one of the most confusing teachings in the Bible is, are we saved by grace? And we know we're saved by grace. But then the Bible says to work out our faith. The Bible says here in Galatians 5:6, what manner is a faith that expresses itself through love? We're saved by grace, not by works, lest any man should boast. And yet we're to work out our salvation. What does that mean? It's very simple. James said, I'll show you my faith by my works. That our faith without works is meaningless. What that means very simply is that if we say we love God, but we don't show God's love to our husbands, our wives, our friends, our family, the world, if we don't show that love, that faith doesn't mean anything. We've got it, but we need to pass it on. That I'll show you my faith in loving you, in loving my neighbor, in loving my brothers and sisters down the street or my brothers and sisters in Israel. You know, one of the greatest teachings happens during the Feast of Tabernacles. Picture from the Temple Mount, miles down, tens of thousands of Jewish people. And the high priest is about to make the sacrifice. The people would cry out, "Is it finished? Is it finished?" And the high priest would lift up his hands as Jesus did on the cross and say, "It is finished." But then their blessing wasn't complete until they turned to those who didn't know, who hadn't heard, and pass it on. It's finished. And they would know and pass it on. It's finished. Would you pass it on? Would you pass on to somebody that hasn't heard yet that for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son? I love to say this to somebody. Coming to Jesus is a come as you are party. When I first got saved, I walked into that church building a heroin addict, but I walked out a child of the living God. I met my faith through God loving me. Before I ever changed, he loved me. But now my job is to pass it on to you. Do you know the love of God? Well, let me tell you, the same God that loves me, he loves you, and he showed it through Jesus Christ. I'm Pastor Larry. Thanks for letting me talk to you today.